Hi survivors, it's me Represent reporting to you. Today you guys, I'm gonna talk to you briefly about it's time to hunker down. Like seriously. All the excessive moving around and especially in my case with the traveling, it's over with for right now. Something awful is going on out here. Before I get into it, the definition of hunkering down is to stay in a place for a period of time, and particularly a safe place. It's time to get to your safe place and stay in your safe place and make sure that you have everything that you need in this safe place. We're living in some evil times. We're dealing with some corrupt leaders, allegedly. I know y'all get tired of me saying that word, but if I don't say that word, they're gonna totally cast me out on this platform. Especially the type of content that I produce and that I deliver. These people are very much well aware of what's going on because they're planning it, allegedly. They're not going to stop until millions and millions and millions are gone. That should sit y'all bottom line. We are literally in for the fight of our lives. The agenda is playing the population. Y'all can believe what they put on this mainstream media all day long if you want to. Y'all can believe what they say on this radio. Y'all can believe what these politicians are saying. Y'all can believe what these celebrities are saying. At the end of the day, that's what the plan is. They want a whole bunch of people's souls, allegedly. And that's just what's going on. When you're living in a system that's trying to demand people to do something when in regards to their health, when you're living in a system that's taking people's jobs away from them, when you're living in a system that has a leading DR, abbreviation DR, telling people to stay away from their loved ones and go get the uno, dos, tres, cuanto. And now we got not a vitamin, but a pill for you to take. You're dealing with something. By now, y'all should have enough food if you can. Everybody can't afford to get a whole, year supply or whatever the case is. A lot of people, if you have land and space where you live, or even if you're in an apartment, should have started your gardens by now. It is literally time to hunker down. I got on a family member the other day. They going here, going there, moving around. I'm like, you not realizing what's going on out here? You're not seeing these people and hearing these people dropping things deliberately to get people sick, allegedly. I mean, just moving around. And then when you're moving around like that, luckily, fortunately for myself, I was traveling back and forth from Texas to New York. I always go to a place of mine, so I know nobody's been in there but me. When you go in all these different places and you get in hotels or whatever these people do, boom, Zoom, boom, Airbnbs, whatever the case, there's different people that standing there before you. And if you think a lot of times these maid services are thoroughly cleaning, y'all, please, a lot of people have cut back on a lot of their expenses, and cleaning is the main one. I told y'all about a couple of hotels we went to during the pandemic. They didn't even offer cleaning. They didn't even offer cleaning, and you would think they would during in the height of a pandemic. So you going through all these different places, and then you've been exposed to other people's germs. They've been exposed to yours. and then you off again. It's time to hunker down. It truly, truly is. And I know a lot of people may not be able to do that because you have jobs and things of that nature. All I can tell you is be very careful. It's only going to get worse, y'all. This situation is only going to get worse. I've been hunkering down and I still haven't all the way overcome all my symptoms. And then that's another thing they're telling people, this thing is mild. I don't think so. I have friends in New York that almost died, and they were very healthy with this last thing that they didn't put out here, allegedly. Now I ain't gonna get tested to see what I had and what's going on. I already know something going on. Today I'll be taking the V-Pack. That V-Pack probably is gonna knock it all the way out. The herbs are doing me very, very well though. My thing is avoiding hospitals and even some doctor's offices if I can. I'm not trying to go there. They're talking about people that's going to the doctors for minor things and then they leaving with the virus. And you know, allegedly they say that depending on how many cases they have, that's how much money they could get per case. I'm not about to be no statistic for nobody. You shouldn't either. It's time to hunker down. It's time to get somewhere and sit down. Get the things you need. Be in your safe place, you and your family, and hunker down. If you could try to make money from home, I would highly suggest that, y'all. They got it in for us. They want our life. And they taking a lot of people. And it's just starting. Watch this world. Watch the weather. Smell your water. Purify your water before you use it. Please follow me on my other platforms. And on my Patreon, I have survivalism classes every single week. And y'all keep surviving. SanHarrell.com.